Welcome! I am Tonya Hofmann, and you are part of an incredible experience tonight because it's your chance to really take a professional stance in the rest of your life. It's about really looking at the opportunities that are out there to make you go, or wow, or darn it, I am not going to miss out again. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel most of my life. As soon as I find out about something, it's already almost over. I'm like, I just found out about it. But like a lot of people, I have a perfect example, right? And then you start talking about finances and numbers, and now you're getting into the world that's really kind of stretching for me. So I figured I'd like the perfect person to talk about this, because if I can understand it, I figure most everyone can understand it, right? So let's kind of break it down, and we're going to be talking a little bit about e-commerce, e-currency, e-learning, and then how is this going to all benefit you, right? We also do trainings on Thursdays. This coming Thursday, we'll be talking about e-commerce in depth. So it's all about, really kind of diving in and finding out more. So let me share my screen, and then remember at the end, Q&A. If you're watching this on YouTube or one of the other platforms, please just reach out, and we'd love to answer your questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Share screen. There you go. So hopefully everyone can see the screen well. And I really am excited about Ipronetwork and what it really means. So let's jump right in and see. We are experiencing really a digital revolution. I love this because this is what I was talking about. It's like as soon as you find out about something like, oh my gosh, yeah, Bitcoin. Oh, well, I heard about it, but what do you mean it's already like at 16,000 a coin? Well, what happened to the 3 cents, the 5 cents, the dollar? And this is what a lot of people are experiencing, is they're excited about it. They don't know anything about it, so they didn't jump in. And I've experienced this over and over again with really everything. We have this experience, we've got this great idea, and we don't implement on it. So I want to give you a lot of information today to kind of help you through this process and figure out, well, why does Ipronetwork even stand out in the marketplace? All righty. So first of all, we've got to really look at millions around the world are struggling. Now, this isn't news to any of you on this line, I am sure. Because even for myself, yes, 600 million jobs required within a decade, right? I mean, we're all looking at paradigm shifts. Now, even for myself, looking at a personal kind of me economy, right? If you're just looking at personal, my husband went blind 2 years ago. My house was destroyed in a freak water pipe bust that just literally destroyed the house and everything in it. And when you start really looking at my age, I'm just about to turn 51. Oh my gosh, I thought I would be set by now. And we thought we had plenty of money in the bank. Oh, well, there's a hospital bill, and there's a doctor's bill, and there's a this bill, and there's a house bill. And suddenly what I thought we were secure at isn't. So I knew I had to ramp it up, not just for my friends and my family, because I love them and I want to support them, and my children, that I got a little scared about for myself. And so that's why I started looking around for something really amazing. Now, if you, have you or someone else, been affected? So this is all like the rigid, all the stuff we struggle with, right? Staying relevant, worrying about retirement. Oh my gosh. Really, it's like, what retirement? About debt. Hello. Afford to save portions of your pay. I mean, this is what all of our realities are really looking like. and disrupting with technology, trying to keep up with it. I was just talking to a young man today, and he's in his 20s, and I told him in 2003, I was in the wholesale arena for retail stores. And at that time, at the end of 2003, 250 of my clients, only 2 of them had a website, and only 5 of them was doing email. Yes, only 5 had an email, and I think, it was a Hotmail account or something, right? So when you start looking at it, things are moving really fast, and we're always trying to keep up. 64% of people are worried about their financial future. And I know you're doing exactly what I'm doing, is no duh. So it's really about change that brings opportunity, and change is something that scares people. So I want to talk to you about transformation, because it really is about transforming our lives to give value and significance to our children and our grandchildren and their grandchildren, right? It's just about sending that along. And when you start really looking at the significance of creating momentum now, it is about transforming. Now, if you're a big believer like I am, nothing happens, that isn't a reason for it to happen. But a lot of times we just can't see where it is. It's like you walk through the door, that hallway is so long and it's so dark, and you're like fumbling around trying to find the light switch. And then you reach and you realize, oh, it's a doorknob. And you walk through it and you're like, oh, so that's what that door led me to. And that's the reality of what you're here for. Now, you cannot create a company without an amazing team, not just a little good team, not a pretty decent team, but I mean like an amazing team. So Mr. Pacheco and his lovely wife, they've created a really not just great company, but an awesome team to back them. From Sal and Maurice and Johnny, and you get all of these amazing people. Now, each one of them are multimillionaires in their own right. Every single one of them has created companies over and over and over again. So when you start looking at this momentum, why is that? Why are they coming into this company? Now, JR, quite a few of you have met him in person, and I just love the heart of everyone that's in this team, because they're actually going out and actually helping children and helping people. It's not just talking about it, it's actually doing it. And then you start looking at Scott Warren. Now, Scott is not only just our legal, counselor, our legal and compliance team, but he has been responsible for doing the legal work for this kind of industry for years, for a long time, but he joined us personally. And then we've got an amazing director, Doug Vernier, that, this is what it's about, is putting together the right team. Now, who else is involved? We've got Kevin Harrington. Now, you probably recognize this gentleman. He was on Shark's Tank, right? He was one of the first of the original sharks. And so he's pitched over and over again about opportunities. But he came to us when he saw what we were up to. Now, he's the guy who created As Seen on TV, right? We've all seen those products and we're like, ooh, it's on TV. And then the Home Shopping Network, right? He was the co-founder of that. So this guy knows what he's talking about, especially in marketing and exposure and what is the marketplace looking for. Then you couple that with Robert McNulty. Now, McNulty was the first person to create an online retail store. So he created shopping.com that Compaq, that shows you a while back, bought, right? And this is the guy who knows what he's talking about in e-commerce. And he's one of the brilliances behind some of our e-commerce work. So exactly, where you want to be, right? It's all about things that are going to make you money. Let's just break it down. You can't do the things in life you want to do and get the experiences you want for yourself and your family if you're not making money. A lot of the things that are out there is about feeling good and maybe looking good, but this is about enjoying what you do as a business person. That's why it's iPro. You are a professional. You have value, and you can help a lot of other people. So what is that? It's about e-commerce, e-learning, and e-currency. So let's break this all down. So let's talk about e-commerce. Now, we all know brick and mortar is struggling. I mean, just, you know, the most amazing stores. I mean, I shop at Macy's all the time. They've lost so much, billions. And poor little Sears is just barely hanging on. It goes from 27 billion to 1 billion. It's hard to believe. But yet, click and order is where brick and mortar went to. So Amazon's growth, 1,950%. Wouldn't you like that kind of growth? Because where do people want to shop? They want to shop conveniently from the couch, from their computer, from their phone, from their laptop. So you have to move where the people are moving to, and it is on the e-platforms. It's got to go where they are. Because to be realistic with you, most people just don't have time to go shopping. Even if they love going and trying things on, that's like a full half day to go shopping. And I don't know about you, but that's time is limited. There's, you know, we can make all the money we want, but we can't build more time. So that's one of the reasons I think is a fundamental change for e-commerce. It's just so convenient. Now we've got the industry that y'all probably never even thought about. Now this comes from my background, which is speaking. I own the Public Speakers Association. And all of my speaker friends are coaches, and we all do online education. Now, I had no idea that we were talking about a $100 billion industry. I mean, even that blew me away. I knew there was a lot online, and people were always like, well, people spend money on learning? Yes, because they don't want to have to figure it out. Plus, they also want to trust the information, because I don't know about you, but I have tried things that did not work. You're like, I'm trying to make this balloon animal and it's just not working the way they say to. So we want to pay so that we can make the things or do the things that we want to do, and we want to do it fast, because why? We don't have the time. We want to speed that process up. We also have to look at where is it going. It's expected to hit $240 billion by 2023. That's like right around the corner. 2018 is right here. So you really have to understand that e-learning is a massive industry that we want to be involved in, that we want to gift to the world, especially solid information that will help them, guess what? Make money. So one of the easiest ways to market something is to explain how are they going to make money with it. It's a lot easier than what color of lipstick do you want? That's a long conversation. Now we're getting into something fun. So we're talking about e-currency, cryptocurrency. So the other day, the lady was like, well, what does cryptocurrency mean? Well, crypto just means secure. Don't get it confused with, you know, like Superman and you know, all of that. She was like, well, I thought it was, no. It's about real, usable money. It's just digital. So you have a wallet that holds your money. And then you can use that money. Now, not all currency is created equal. We have created what we call pro currency. It's already traded on the cryptocurrency market. And this is the exciting part. Now, all of y'all have heard of other coins out there that are at ridiculous price points. Ours is at 3 to 4 cents right now. Now, when you're listening to this, it could be more, right? Because every day there's usability factor. So what makes our currency different? We actually give you the capability of using it. Now, you could turn it into cash, right? What we think of as cash, dollars, whatever your currency is. But it also, you can use it and buy things with it. And I'll be showing you that a little bit later. But it's your chance to get in on this, right? So they've already said it's going to be a $5 trillion, trillion dollar industry by 2022. We're not even talking billion, we're talking trillion. It's hard to even, it's just mind-blowing. So that's why you want to get into e-currency now, but you want to choose the right currency. Don't just choose anything out there. You want to get something that's usable so that people can go out and buy something with it. I know I'm going to be offering it for my own association, for my own coaching, and you could use it if you've got, you know, opportunities where you're like, oh, well, then I can, you know, allow people to use it too, and I'll take pro currency. And you're like, yeah. So this is what it's about, is actually creating that momentum. Now, Kevin Harrington was like, I am totally in on this, and he loves this whole platform. And he did a great little snippet, and he's got a website that you go to find out a little bit more. But why he chose Ipronetwork, he came to us and said, I want to be a part of this. Let's work together on this. So he's taken this to the world. So what makes us really unique? There's lots of things, so we're going to go into it. So we have a phone app. It's the very first reward system that rewards you in cryptocurrency. So now you can literally, like I just did, go to my phone or the computer and buy all of my Christmas presents and receive the cryptocurrency in return as a reward. So, you know, a lot of times people get points and it takes like a gazillion points to make anything. Well, you get 1.5 to 5% back. I even saw a few sites that were even more than that, back in pro currency. So what does that mean for you? Well, say if you buy a $1,000 TV and you get 5% back, right? And then that 5%, that's $50 in the pro currency. And then later on, guess what? It goes from 3 cents to 4 cents, to 4 cents to 5 cents, 5 cents to 6 cents. You actually have a rebate that is growing for you. How sweet is that? And then you can always pull it out or use it and shop with it itself. By the way, that is absolutely free and anyone can sign up for it right now, okay? We also have a pro mall. Now this is revolutionary because we're creating a mall where you can use your pro currency in the mall to buy stuff. Now it's even better than that because we get huge discounts. I know. So, you know, this is where I get all giddy. So just say this amazing purse, you would get it in the retail store for around $250. You go to Amazon, it's $168. You buy it from our mall is $67. And you just use your pro currency. Sweet? And this also creates a lot of momentum for the currency, right? Because we're actually using it. It's actually being used for buying things, which makes more legitimacy, right? So this is the same thing. Here's a beautiful king duvet set. $300, $121 on Amazon, we get it for $73. So they're gonna have just hundreds of items that we can choose from. I can't wait. Now, it's also about being first to market. So Airbnb, all of y'all have heard of it. They don't hold any real estate. It's just a phone app. It went to $50 billion in 10 years. Uber, you've all heard of Uber. It doesn't own one car. It, again, is just a phone app. It makes $70 billion in 7 years. So where do you think we will be with e-commerce, e-learning, and e-currency? Exactly. Now, I'll go over the e-commerce part in just a minute, but let's talk a little bit about the packages. So we look at the different packages that we offer. We have a $100 program. Now, what's so amazing is that each one of our programs, when you pay for the package, you get that money back as a rebate in pro currency. So you get $100, you pay $100, you get $100 back in pro currency. What does the currency do? It can go up to 4 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents. We're not even talking about it going to a whole dollar, right? We're just talking about that it actually goes up in price. So that's the exciting part. Now, this basic package is a step-to-step, step-by-step instructions. 120 easy to understand training videos on product sourcing, store setup, marketing, and store management. So this is about creating that e-commerce journey that you want to go on. And again, it's about helping you make money. Then we have the next level, an eProfit system. It's the intermediate level as inspector. And so it's $500. Now you have to remember that this is a lifetime license. So you only pay $500 one time. But you get all this information right from the get-go. I just love this. So when you get it, you get the best-selling rankings, competition insights, right? What keywords do you choose? Mobile scanning, import tools, all of these things you're going to learn about e-commerce. And then we get really awesome. So I'm so excited about this because I'm doing it myself right now. So you get to create an iBuyRight store. So the technology is already set up for you. Now you remember McNulty, he's created this whole iBuyRight store, and it is e-commerce done for you. So it's the e-com jam, and it's really about customization. Everything is already fully stocked in your store. There's 4 packages right now. They're bringing on some more later, where you get to choose a store of your choosing. And it's all done already. So say there's beauty, pet care, there's Christian store, and there's organics, natural products. So let's take, pet care. So you've got dog collars and leashes and all kinds of awesome things. Well, it's all name brand items that they already go into the retail stores and buy. So people will be able to go there and get a huge discount. So it's going to drive so much business to you. And guess what? It makes you money. See, this is what I love about this. Everything's about helping you make money so that you can go out and do the things you want to do, right? Give to the nonprofits. I mean, I'm so excited about the whole philanthropy part. So this is all done for you. You don't have to ship anything. Everything is done by drop ship. It's just like so simple. So you just set it up in like a couple minutes and you're done, right? So then you not only get the iBuyRight store, so that was $2,000. This is a $3,000 program. So you get the store, and there's $105 a month to keep it up and active and getting the shipping and the new products and the what's on sale and all of that. That's all done for you. So the ComPro Academy takes it to the next level. So store setup, product sourcing, how to drive traffic, store management and scaling. How are you going to run this business? So remember about the e-learning, it's all about the education. People need to understand how to do it. And then we've got our ultimate package. It's $6,000, and I love this package, so I jumped in. It's fully stocked store, ready to go, brand name products. So you get the iBuyRight whole system, but then you can also do FBA with Amazon. What's FBA? Fulfillment by Amazon. So say you love this pen and you're like, oh my gosh, I really love this pen. And you're like, how do I make this pen? And then how do I have Amazon not only fulfill it for me and ship it, but help sell it and everything else. So this is what this level does, is it teaches you everything you need to know to make it work, right? So more, lots of education. Now, I am blown away by this part. You get a percentage back on each one of those levels in ProCurrency. And the bigger the package is, the more extra you get on your first choice, right? You can always upgrade, but on that first kind of initial, you know, get started package, you get 2 to 10% extra. So if you came in at $6,000, you're not just getting $6,000 back in ProCurrency as a rebate, you're getting $6,600 back, right? So it's really awesome because that just keeps growing, right? My ProCurrency keeps growing. And guess what? Again, that makes money. All right, so now we're going to take it even to the next level. It's also about teamwork and making more money. Because at the end of the day, the people that you know they're struggling. So if you're able to help them make some more money, don't you think they'll be happy? Happier? Exactly. Most just Americans, we're not even talking people internationally, most Americans are $500 away from losing their house. So let's make them some money. And you at the same time, right? So what is it all about? So it's a direct sales bonus that you get. So it's straight on commission. You tell somebody about this, and this is what the first day I was in, I just simply talked to a couple people and invited them to, talk to my incredible sponsor, Mr. Bishop. And they were like, oh, I want more. What do you know? And they're just like, it's like, oh my gosh. So it was like easy. Can I use the word easy? Yes, because either people have that, oh, it's a bubble, it's just not gonna work. I'm like, really? Because e-commerce has been around for a gazillion years, and e-learning is not gonna go anywhere, so yes, that still works. And then the ecurrency, yeah, I think it's still gonna be around, right? So, and then you've got the other people that are like, oh my gosh, how do I sign up? What do you wanna do? So this pays you 10% from the person who comes in. Now, the person that they bring in, you're getting $400 when they bring somebody in at the $2,000 level or higher. So it's just an immediate cash flux, but that's not where it stops. You also have a binary bonus. So if you are not familiar with binary, it just means you have a team. One team on both sides, that's binary, it means two. So you have a left team and a right team, and they have a left team and a right team, and those people have a left team and a right team. That goes on infinitely. Now what's incredible is you get 10% of what the side that's smaller does. So the smaller volume side, you get 10% from what they do. So if that team does $10,000, you're getting 10%, which makes you $1,000, right? So it's just extra money. Then you get, so you don't stop. Then you have the matching bonuses. Now this is something that I've never seen before. It goes up as you go down. Usually it's the other way where it starts higher and then goes down to itty bitty, because the volume behind the 4 levels is huge. You always have a smaller team at the top, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger because that's the way the tree looks, right? So this goes 10%, 10%, 20%, 20%. So what does that mean? So when John comes in, that's your first level. That's 10% anything, right? Matching bonus on him. Then John brings in Susie. So Susie's your second level. You're making 10% on him. And then Susie brings in Kanika. And oh my gosh, Kanika is amazing. And you're making 20% on her. And then Kanika brings in Frank. And Frank is, he's pretty good, but then he just starts to find amazing people. And Kanika brings in other people, right? So as each person brings in more people, that's how it grows. And that's unlimited with, by the way. There's also a leadership bonus on top of all of that. So as you move up into the different pro levels, you're getting extra bonuses. I just love this. It's just like, it just keeps on and on. And I'm like, just keep on bringing it. Now, what's really awesome is that all the commissions and everything that you make, you're getting 70% in US dollars. Then 30% of it is in the pro currency. So it goes into your iWallet, and then you can take it out later on. But then that means your money's growing for you. So it's like a little bank. So if you're not good with savings, here's a great way to do that. I know I'm not really great at savings, so this is a great way for me to do it, right? It just kind of forces me to put it aside. It's a don't touch it, but you can later. So this is kind of just a recap of all the packages and bonuses. And it really is an amazing compensation plan, the best that I've ever seen. Now, as you move into the different levels, you also have weekly caps. Now, you have a weekly cap at the $6,000 level for $35,000 a week. So that's pretty amazing. Now, you earn your way to the top. It's only $50 to become an affiliate and to be part of the process, to be a representative. And then from there, you just decide which package that you want. Which one do you want to start with? And remember, you can always upgrade at any time. Now, I love this slide because it really brings it down to what is going on with the economy. When you have the banks, the government agencies, and billionaires all jumping into this wave of cryptocurrency and blockchaining and everything else that we're involved in, e-commerce, then you're like, I must be in good company. So that's what I always do, is look at what are my friends doing that actually is making money. I was talking to a friend today, and she's always broke. And she was like, oh, that's never going to work. And I'm like, really? Because I don't know, Branson and Gates and Bank of America, they probably know something, probably more than you, right? So that's, you know, always kind of a getter. So there's always three types of people. You have to decide which one are you. No, it's a bubble. Or, oh, I want to be a customer because I really want that e-commerce platform, or I just want to go shop and get some cryptocurrency and reward. Or, yeah, I think I want to do this. And so, yeah, let's get started and let's have some fun. Now, creating your future now is really about taking action, okay? So when you go out and you're leading people to action, you're really just asking them a question, just like what I did. Which are you? Nah. It's those people you never want on a team anyways, right? And then the people that are like, oh, I want to be a customer. You're like, yay. And then there's people who really want to jump in and be part of your team. So we want to get started. So you pay attention. So you plug into the turnkey system and you actually get, you know, knowledgeable, right? That's always good. And then you sign up and you lock in your position. Now you get a free immediate position. And so if you go to Tonya Hofmann, that would be me, or the person who invited you here today, whatever that person's username is, just find out from them, .ipronetwork.com, then you can sign up and get a free position. Okay, so that'll lock you in right now into that binary system so people can start coming in underneath you. Okay, then you can decide, okay, well, what kind of package do I want and stuff. But lock it in. So remember, Tonya, T-O-N-Y-A, Hofmann, H-O-F, like Frank, but only one of them, M-A-N-N, so Nancy. Yes, my husband doesn't know how to spell his last name right. So it's Hofmann, one F, two N's, .ipronetwork.com. So you get the URL from the person who invited you here today, and then you go to IPN, so for iPro Network, IPNuniversity.net for some more training. And that's really what it's about, is taking a stand, saying, I'm not going to miss out. Let's have fun. Let's leave a legacy that we can actually call legacy for our children and our grandchildren. For me, it's about getting my daughter out of her university debt. And so really helping make a difference in our lives.